We don't do that here in New York City. All of that gets done before you sign a contract. You do your inspection, etc. What's up? Welcome back. My name is Daryl Williams and welcome to another episode of Real Estate 101. So today's video, we're doing real estate terminologies part 2. In the last video here on the screen, we went through a lot of real estate terms, and this is helpful if you're getting ready to take your real estate license exam, or if you're looking to invest in real estate and you want to know the jargon that's used in the industry, or if you're just a curious buyer and you just want to know what you're getting into if you're thinking about buying a property to live in. Either way, this video is going to be helpful to agents, buyers, investors interested in real estate. So let's dive in. Seller credit. A seller credit is money that the seller gives the buyer at closing as an incentive to purchase a property. The credits may subsidize a buyer's out-of-pocket closing costs, cover the cost of needed repairs, or otherwise sweeten the deal to move the sale forward. Contract deposit. Now, I'm going to spend a little time on this one because I recently had an ordeal with buyers a few weeks ago regarding this very thing. They were getting 100% financing, which is really awesome, and it still happens today in the world of real estate. So that means that they don't have to pay any down payment, just closing costs, and the bank is going to fully finance the purchase. That's all great on the bank side, but when it comes to the real estate side, especially in New York City, we have what is called a contract deposit, which is 10% of the sale price a buyer must pay at contract signing. This is not the same as an earnest money deposit that we see in other markets. This is not done in New York City real estate. In Maryland or Texas or wherever, you might find a property and you like it, so you put down 2% or whatever earnest money deposit to say that you're going to go forward with the sales price, and you do your inspection, etc., and then go to contract. We don't do that here in New York City. All of that gets done before you sign a contract. You do your inspection, etc., review the building financials, etc., and then when you go to sign the contract as a buyer, you sign and you wire 10% of the purchase price to validate the contract. So even if you're getting 100% financing, you still have to put down 10% at contract signing to validate the contract, or it's just a sheet of paper with writing on it. It doesn't mean anything. Now, obviously you're thinking you're getting 100% financing, but I'm still putting money down. Do I get money back? Yes. What will happen, the bank will issue what's called an overage. So if you put down, say it's $1 million and your 10% of that is $100,000, then your closing costs are $80,000. At closing, you're gonna get back $20,000. And the $80,000 closing costs would just come from that down payment, that contract deposit. So I hope that makes sense. So even if you're doing 100% financing, there's still a contract deposit. Even if you're putting 10% or 20% down, the contract deposit in New York City is always 10%. That validates the contract. The contract is worthless if there's nothing of value exchange. And in our society today, that value is money. So that's what a contract deposit is. Next, revenue financial form. For those of you who are familiar with accounting, the revenue financial form is a combination of personal balance sheet and income statement, and allows sellers to evaluate your financial capability and calculate your debt to income ratio for co-op purchases. So this is only for co-ops, not townhouses, not condos, because you want to make sure that you're financially sound, that you can get and pass the board interview. So that's why we need the revenue financial form when you're buying a co-op in New York City. New York City deal sheet. A real estate deal sheet is typically prepared and circulated once there's an accepted offer on a property in New York City. The deal sheet itself is a non-binding summary of all the terms of a real estate transaction, such as the price, contingencies, and the amount of financing. The deal sheet also contains information of the buyer, the seller, listing agent, buyer's agents, both real estate attorneys, as well as the managing agent if the unit is a condo or a co-op building. Listing agreement. A listing agreement is an employment contract between a property owner and a real estate broker. It allows the broker to act as a listing agent and find a buyer for the property on the seller's terms. Basically, a listing agreement grants your real estate agent permission to find a buyer for your home. Asking price. In simple terms, a house's asking price is defined as the amount of money that a home seller wishes for a buyer to pay in order to purchase the property. But a home's asking price is typically not the final price which a home buyer and a borrower can expect to pay for it. Why? Because it's real estate and everything's negotiable. Real estate agent versus real estate broker. Real estate agents have a professional license to help people buy, sell, and rent real estate. They must work for a sponsoring broker or a brokerage firm. Brokers are real estate agents who have completed additional training and licensing requirements. They can work independently and hire real estate agents to work for them. All right, guys, so that's our real estate terminology part 2 today. I hope this was very informative. And if you're getting ready to take your real estate exam, rewind this video and watch it over and over again. And I hope it helps you pass the exam on the first try. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.